how to originally find out that genies are thinking of understanding of someone. You might be having a question that a genie comes from, like, when someone like human understands and thinks, then the dream comes out from their mind. The thinking dream is thinking only. So the genies are thinking of understanding of someone. So how to find out, how to originally find out that genies are thinking of understanding of someone only, originally, in original method, or in original way. It's very easy to find out, because when genies gets property of truth, which is belief, they upgrade themselves by getting understanding, knowledge. Understanding includes knowledge only. So they upgrade themselves. They get mind or body or anything, or any kind of power, what they want from property of truth. So how to find out, how to originally find out that they are thinking, only thinking of understanding of someone, like of human? Because some genie says they are not thinking of understanding of someone like humans, and they try to do everything to prove that they are true. But I am showing you a way to find out what is original truth and what original truth says. My original truth. So all you have to do is to force that genie to hate what he likes or dislikes. Like in my one of my video recently I uploaded, where I said how genies kills other genies. So in the same way, you have to force the genie to dislike what he likes or love, and what he likes or love to hate them. So when he hates what he likes and loves, his property of truth is automatically gone from him. I mean, the property of truth, which is belief, goes from him. So he becomes the thinking of understanding. I mean, he have only understanding of what he came from thinking. Let me tell you an example. Let me tell you by giving you an example, easy example. I'm a human, so I understood that there is a God, or I will understand like this: I am God, and there is no God than me. I will understand this, and I will think. When I understand and think, it is said from my mind, and when I said it from my mind, voice from my mind is known by genies. I mean, genies comes to know voice from my mind, that I said I am God and there is no God than me or but me. So when I say this, the genie of what I understood and think as thinking is what? Saying from mind. So it's voice from mind. So automatically the genie comes from my mind as voice of mind, which is dream, because other genies comes to know it as voice of my mind, which they come to know it as dream. Because what you come to know from others is thinking only, and thinking is dream. Because I told you earlier in my other videos, I said what is thinking. A thinking is that where I'm telling you something right now and you come to know it by listening to my audio. So this is my thinking, which I'm telling you by thinking it. And you come to know it after you listen. And come to know it as thinking. What do you come to know? You come to know that Ahmed is talking in your mind. Is not it exactly what I said? That Ahmed said something and you understand it and you think it. So this is thinking, which I said in my audio recording and you are hearing it. And knowing it. When you come to know something from someone, it's thinking only. Because you come to know it as thinking. Because when you listen, you understand and think. You think because I think. I understand and think and said. So you are knowing my thinking. So it's very easy to find out, to originally find out whether genie is thinking of understanding of someone, like of humans, like a genie which is thinking, who have understanding of what human understood. So if property of truth is taken from him, then he have only understanding of what the human understood, from whom he came in dream of human. And when he will not have property of truth, anybody can ask him any questions. When he will say that, because when I said I am God, when I understand and think I am God and there is no God but me and there is no God than me, so genie comes out from my mind after I understood and think. Because thinking is what? It's a dream. And thinking is a genie. Thinking and dream is same. So it's a genie. So if you ask any questions from the genie which came out from me, from my thinking, as my thinking, or as my thinking only, from my mind, so he will not be able to answer you anything until he have property of truth. Because he will believe what I will believe. So if you have to know truth about that genie who says that I am God and there is no God than me, or there is no God but me, then you have to force me to become lie and wrong, so I don't become true. When I don't become true, so the genie who came out from me as thinking of my understanding, he will also not get property of truth, which is belief. And when he does not have property of truth, which is belief, he will not be able to answer any of your questions. And if you ask him, like, you are God, why don't you tell us how planet is made of? And if I believe that planet is made of dream, planet is a dream, then he answers the same. Until I give him free will. So he does not believe in me. But because he came out from me only as thinking of my understanding, and thinking is dream, so he will have property of truth until I am true. And when I become lie, automatically he will not have property of truth, and he will not be able to answer any of your questions. He will only say what my understanding said when I think, as he was thinking, which came out from my mind in dream of humans. So he will only say, I am God, there is no God but than me, there is no God than me, there is no God but than me, but me. And he will not be original when he does not have property of truth. And that is why some genie says we will die, and some genies, believers or followers, says our genie will die. Or if you believe in my genie who says, I'm just telling you an example, who says, because I said I am God and there is no God than me, I just understand it and think. When I understand and think, the genie which is my thinking came out from my mind as dream. So if you ask him, will you die? What he will answer you? Because when he does not have property of truth, he will just become an understanding. I mean, he will not become understanding. He will be thinking only. But he will have only understanding of what I understood. From which I think, and he came out from my mind as thinking or dream. Thinking and dream is same. So if he becomes lie, more and more if he becomes lie by somebody else genie, that he is not God, because he will keep saying I am God and there is no God than me, there is no God but me. If he becomes lie, and his understanding is finished from him, from which he because of which he existed, from my understanding and understanding of and thinking of understanding. No, it's understanding of thinking. I mean, I understood and think. So if he does not, if my thinking, who says I am God and there is no God than me, and there is no God but me, if this understanding from him is removed, when he becomes lie, if he becomes lie, the understanding will be removed from him. But if he becomes true at any time, then he will exist automatically in the dream, because he is just a dream. You understand? So it's very easy to find out how originally, it's very easy to find out how originally, I mean, it's easy to originally find out how genies are thinking of understanding of someone. I hope you like my beautiful truth. Please share the beautiful truth with everyone so the world becomes beautiful, the universe becomes beautiful, just like me.